Flight boss, bitch. All right, now we what? First shit. And who's the head? Aries. You know, I can't be even more prouder to be the I am, cause I'm Aries. I am. So we talk about shit I like to talk about right now. So Aries sun, if you an Aries sun, I'm finna go through whatever your moon sign is and explain look, you could contact me and get a deeper analysis on it, but right now we just shedding light on each constellation of the moon relationship with the sun. Cause actually your father is the sun, your mother is the moon, so the relationship that they have is within all of us. So you can either have a debilitated relationship, or you can have a great relationship, or you can have a neutral kind of relationship, but you got the relationship. Everybody deals with it. So let's get into it. Aries. So okay, I'm going through this is for Aries sun people, and whatever your moon sign is, you could wait till that come up. Okay, so look, Aries sun, and what's the first moon sign? Aries moon. So if you're an Aries sun and an Aries moon, your moon is going to be, your reactions is going to be filtered through your actions. So what does Aries represent? Aries represents what? The I am. The I want to be first. You know what I'm saying? To do this, the pioneer, the pioneer, the creative thinker, the witty and fast thinker, the person who got good ideas, right? Okay, which is ruled by Mars. Reason why Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, but it rules Aries because it likes that energy, and Mars energy represents war, aggression, passion. So when Mars sits in a place like Aries, it likes to be there, because Aries are people who like to be first, pioneers, quick-witted, like to have ideas. So when Mars loves to sit there because it likes to use its aggression to be first. It like to use the aggression to come up with new things and stuff like that. So when an Aries sun, and if you're an Aries sun and you have an Aries moon, then your sun sign is in a good relationship with your moon sign, and everything you do is going to be amplified. So if you say you're an Aries sun and you're into race cars, by you having an Aries moon, you might actually go out and buy a race car. Or it might be on your mind. So you might go out and buy a race car. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might actually go buy it than just being into it. You might actually think you can do it yourself. So by you naturally, by the way you act as your sun sign, being first, and you're very quick thinking, and you're a very independent thinker too. You like to be independent, which deep down inside you're very dependent. But you give off an impression that you're dependent because you're trying to be independent. So it's like you got an independent thought. By you being an Aries moon, you're gonna take these thoughts to the point that you might push a lot of people away who try to help you. You might not even like getting helped. See, if you just an Aries sun and then something else in the moon, you might give off the impression that you're independent, but once a person starts to get to know you, they start seeing who you dependent on. When you're an Aries moon, you make it be known, no, I don't want no motherfucking help. I don't want no motherfucking help. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this by my goddamn self. And if I fail, I fail for a reason, for everybody, for I can show everybody my goddamn self again how you get back up. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's the almost the epitome of an Aries sun and an Aries moon. Next, Aries sun, Taurus moon. Now, you're going to take a lot of Taurus qualities and it's going to be filtered through Aries. Now, what the Taurus represents? Now, in your mind, you think you should be patient. You think you should be patient with things to get it done the right way. But by you being an Aries sun, you might get looked at like you're not supposed to. You're gonna have this kind of feeling, and in so many ways, this is not a good relationship. You're gonna feel you're gonna feel like you don't know whether you should sit still or move. You're gonna feel like, I don't know if I should relax today or do something today. You're gonna feel like, I don't know if I want to drink today or not. You're gonna have a lot of these mixed thoughts because now you got Mars and Venus conflicting with each other. Venus is what? The planet of love and things. So anything you love here on Earth is gonna be reciprocated. So things you might love here, you might wake up today and feel like, man, I want to indulge into that. But then that Mars gonna kick in and make you a little frustrated and forceful of what decisions you should make. You know what I'm saying? So if you're an Aries sun, the way you act is fast-paced. So by you being a Taurus moon, if you're taking a long time at something, people might start looking at you kind of funny, like, he's doing all this super fast stuff, but he's not getting nothing done. And you know what I'm saying? The way you're trying to build your foundations is too fast, but the simple fact that your moon is in Taurus, foundations is going to be on your mind. So in this aspect right here, you probably need to you know, go with that fight in yourself to force yourself to have patience. Force yourself to take time with certain projects you haven't. If you're making music, force yourself to not try to get it done and go off to another project as fast as you can and try to do that, because you'll be getting into so much stuff you won't end up getting nothing done. And then that'll be on your mind. That'll really affect you. You'll be like, man, I'm not getting none of this stuff done. And the reason why it's going to affect you, because you have a Taurus moon. So it's going to affect you, like, you know, that's going to affect you. Like that wouldn't be in your mind if you wasn't a Taurus moon. Like, damn, I'm not getting this shit done. Like, if you was an Aries sun and something else, you have something else on your mind. You might be going around doing a bunch of shit, not getting none of it done, but getting it done won't be on your mind. But since you're a Taurus moon, getting it done is going to be on your mind. So keep that in your mind and start learning how to communicate both energies so you can get stuff done. And before you know it, you'll be getting stuff done real perfect, like a Taurus. You'll be getting stuff done real perfect, but real fast too. Real fast too. So, you know what I'm saying? Take that in consideration. Next, Aries, Gemini. Gemini moon. Sun in Aries, Gemini's moon. So if you was born to Sun in Aries, which is this is the video, so I don't have to say that no more. So let's just keep moving on to the next signs. Gemini moon, compatible with Sun in Aries. Okay, now if you was born with a Gemini's moon in your Aries, you're gonna have this I don't want to say this is debilitated, but this is a little struggle too. You know what I'm saying? But it could be in a good or bad way, depending on other placements in your natal chart and shit like that. It could be really good or bad. But you know what I'm saying? This you're gonna kick off these Gemini thoughts, and it's gonna be filtered through a Gemini. I mean, through a Aries way. So if that Gemini in your mind is gonna be like, okay, let me communicate. Let me do this. Boom, 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 boom. You're gonna play a lot of mind games with people, but the way you're gonna play mind games with people is gonna be an aggressive way. So people you might come across you might throw off the impression you might make them feel like you're trying to use them. You're trying to use them for something. You know what I'm saying? See, if you was a Gemini, it'd be something else. But you're Aries sun. So this is what these thoughts is going to be filtered through. Your actions is going to be filtered through. Your reactions is going to be filtered through your actions. So just look at even if you have to look at the relationships on the internet between Aries and Gemini, that's what's kind of going on within yourself. It's like, okay, you're Aries, you want to get stuff done, you want to be the first or something, but the way you do it, you're going to be communicating with people and doing certain mind games to get your way. If you want to be, say you're the leader or something, right? But it's someone who has a better idea or a better position than you, and to the outside looking in, they seem like they're number one. They're the leader. What you're going to do is you're going to manipulate and play mind games with them to have them feel like you're the leader to the point that they need you. And then it's like, this is almost a manipulative energy right here. This is a manipulative energy. Like, you can manipulate a lot of people with this energy. You know what I'm saying? You can manipulate yourself. You can get yourself out of things. Like, you might think that, okay, I could just go out, I'm gonna just call a few people today and try to get what I want, and then, but the way you come across, you might make a person might not want to do something for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of energy like that. So you highly intelligent already, and you already stay in your head. But the way you're trying to bring it into manifestation, and the willpower here might be a little aggressive, might be a little fast paced. You know what I'm saying? You might be here, in a bunch of places, and then the way you might feel about it is selfish, because that's the Aries sun coming out. So what I could tell you is, kind of relax and stay in your head sometimes. Sometimes a lot of these thoughts in your head are you got the right idea about it, but don't learn how to present it better. Learn how to present yourself a little better, because you could kind of present yourself as a loose cannon a bunch of times. People don't know how to get a grip on you. You know what I'm saying? They say Geminis is two different people. They here and here. So by you being an Aries sun, by Gemini being in your moon sign, you're gonna be here and here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to keep a lot of these thoughts in your head. You know what I'm saying? Because Geminis do that. They keep a lot of thoughts in their head too sometimes. Sometimes they talk to themselves a hell of a lot, and they'll let you talk. And then when they get to talking, you're not going to be able to let them shut up, because they didn't develop so many different hierarchies of thoughts. But by them being, if this is in your moon and your sun sign is in Aries, boy, do we have to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's go to next. Cancer moon. So if you're an Aries sun with a Cancer moon. So, okay, water signs. The water signs and the fire signs are the, man, look at that. Who the fuck is that? Damn. Okay, water signs and fire signs are the feelers. Earth and the air signs are the thinkers. So it's just the way the fire and the water feel is different between each other, and the way earth and air feel between each other is different. So that's why they always say go with your opposite sign. Like if you're an Aries, your opposite sign is Libra, because they have everything you don't, and then you have everything they don't. So it could be a good or bad, but it's a match. They try to put that with the elements too. So that's why they say fire and water won't go together, because either the water will put out the fire, or the fire make the water boily. But if it come together good, it create good steam. And then but they try to say that, and so they try to say like water need the earth sign, and then the fire need the air sign, which all that is bullshit. You can get into metaphysics of that, but it's good and bad within all of them. So you know what I'm saying? Don't even like if water's sitting on like a earth thing or a cup or something like that too long, it's gonna develop mold. You know what I'm saying? Like and when you develop mold, that's, listen, it's deep. So let's go into it, since these are both feelers. Both feelers. So if you're an Aries sun and a Cancer moon, your feelings is going to be amplified. Somebody might piss you off that day. Not only would that person know you didn't got pissed off, but everybody in your sphere of reality would know you got pissed off that day. You know what I'm saying? Because Aries would do a lot of things without thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a feeler. And then Cancers wear their emotions on their sleeves. So the moment they feel something, if you're an Aries sun and you got a Cancer moon, the moment you feel something, you about to take action. The moment, like, it could be something you misinterpret. Somebody might have said something that wasn't even pertaining to you. You might hear that and feel something in your own like that. And they might have could have been talking about me. And off you go. Off you go. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing I can tell you is this is a kind of debilitated situation too, which between Mars and the moon. So you know, Cancer is ruled by the moon and shit. So you know what I can tell you is this: the best thing you can do is put whatever you feel a certain way about, put that energy into something creative. So if you feel a certain way about something, use that powerful energy of feeling it from the Cancer that you think about it, and put it in a creative aspect, and that's where your sun sign Aries is gonna help you out. So if you make music and you're dealing with a breakup or something like that, don't hide your feelings. Use how you feel about that. The way you reacted to that, using that Cancer moon, use that and put that in a music form. If you make music, that if you have, you know what I'm saying, doing something with this Aries sun shit. You know what I'm saying? And who the fuck is this? Just got like zombies walking up and down my street and shit. Like, I just be, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody on my street, so you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I see illegal aliens and shit like that, I like to feel this is my universe, my circumference, my sphere of reality, and I don't like interruptions, because when I get interrupted, I feel like those are secret reptilians and shit like that infiltrating on what the fuck I got going on. But this ain't about that. I'm using the astrology program right now. We ain't talk about that right now. Look, okay, next. Aries sun, Leo's moon. So right here, this is a good combination right here, because you're naturally at peace with your body and mind. You know what I'm saying? So the moon and sun can relax. So a lot of you're gonna have a lot of creative bursts. But one thing I can say is this can debilitate you on your courage, because Leo's is known as the king of the jungle, right? So in your mind, when this goes into your moon sign, in your mind, you feel like if someone like disrespect you or something like that, like this is a difference between Leo sun and difference between if you're a Leo sun and you're a Leo moon. See, a Leo sun might act off because they don't want the people around them to feel like they don't have no courage. A Leo moon person might not act off. You might to other people might seem like a pushover, because in your head you're dealing with courage issues. You might not have the courage that you think you have. So when you're an Aries sun, you're naturally supposed to act. So when someone is disrespecting you, and you're an Aries sun, and you're a Leo moon, the first thing you're gonna think is, wait a minute, this motherfucker talking to me. You're gonna need a couple seconds to think about that first, and be like, what should I do? What the fuck should I do? And that little bit of thinking is going to debilitate your actions a little bit, because Aries sun is known for action, is known for doing before thinking. So it's almost like they're smart enough to do it though. I'm not saying that the Aries sun don't think. I'm just saying that they think very fast. So to you might not have, if they punch you in the face, you might not appear that they thought about it. But see, the way they thought about it is, if I don't punch you in the face right now, it's gonna be a problem. So they think it's just a different aspect on how they do it or whatever like that. So so when you have that kind of energy for your sun, and then have a courage energy for the moon, it takes off the limit of you punching that person in the face, and it replaces it with time giving you the thought, should you or not? You know what I'm saying? So in the curvature realm a little bit, like if you're Aries sun, Leo moon, it might take you a little longer to act on a situation, but when the time comes and somebody push you enough to you will act on a situation, it's more deadly than anybody might see anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because by you being a Leo moon and Aries sun, you're really not here for that. You're really here to give light to situations. That's what you will be here to. Like, if someone else is fighting, you're here to go bring light to the situation. Whether that you're telling them to fight, and then after the fight it'll be over, or you're breaking up the fight and diffusing the situation. And you do it in a creative way, because everybody's gonna look at you to do that, because you already shine. So you already gonna shine, you know what I'm saying? So these people is gonna deal with courage issues, but Aries sun, Leo moon is not going to deal with no issue when it comes to creativity, no issue when it comes to passion for something. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have the passion for negativity. You're going to have more passion for positivity and doing positive things. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this come into play at. You feel me? Let's move on. Aries sun, Virgo moon. Now this is a debilitated part right here, because that Aries sun might cause you to be a messy person, and you're going to be deflected inside yourself, because you're going to feel like, why am I a messy person? Look, you wouldn't have these thoughts if you was any other moon sign, but by you having a Virgo, very practical, detailed moon, you're going to be a messy person and not understand why you're a messy person, and you're going to be upset with yourself a lot of times, and you're going to take it out on other people. Like you might be causing volcanoes. You might be that person who piss people off, say little shit, because Aries already do shit without thinking. Then when you got the very practical mind of very detailed, you might piss a lot of people off. It's gonna be things that piss you off that people don't know why you're being pissed off by it, and then you're taking it out on them. You know what I'm saying? So you're coming across very hard. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have to be. So I will advise you to relax. Because a Virgo, if you got a little stain on your teeth or something off-colored or something like that, they're going to let you know that. But Aries sun, when Virgo get in the moon and see that and start thinking about that, Aries sun is going to nitpick it. Aries, like if you was a Virgo sun, it might be a little different. You might tell a person like, well, you should wipe that off your teeth, or you know what I'm saying, or do something like that, or your shoes on your back, something like that. But when it come into the moon, you're thinking these things. So by you being an Aries sun, the way you go about it is gonna be like, if a person got something on their teeth, instead of letting them know, being the Virgo sun, you're being a Virgo moon, and by you being an Aries sun, you're gonna be like, damn, if only the world had more toothbrushes. Like, you might say something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then a person might go later on that day and smile in the mirror and see something on their teeth. They be like, damn, this nigga was talking about me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, little shit like this, like shit like that. You're gonna piss a lot of people off, get into a lot of fights, a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna cause volcanoes. That's what you trying to do. And what I can tell you is to relax, let people be. You don't have to be sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? You can let people be. And relax and listen to what other people have to say sometimes. You don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I can say on that. Okay, let's move on. Aries, Sun, Libra, Moon. Now, I would like to say this debilitated, but this is debilitated in a good way, because it shed off a lot of qualities that Aries would have if the moon wasn't here. Disqualities. As far as like getting up, rushing to do shit, having that feeling that you should do it now and now, that all that's out the window. If you got a Leo, if you got a Libra mind, if you got a Libra moon, that Aries is gonna calm the Aries sun down and let the Aries sun know that you don't have to jump and do everything for yourself. You can actually allow help. And then this is the problem Aries have a lot of times, because Aries is the leader, is the ego. But see, what Aries don't understand is sometimes they could go, depending on the other person in the chart, an Aries person could go so far to the point that they won't have nobody behind them to lead. You know what I'm saying? They could go so far to wanting to be the leader, to wanting to be the one, to wanting to be the first person to do something, to the point that they won't have nobody behind them that's willing to give them credit. And the people that will be behind them, they deep down inside, they know they would like to give you the credit, but